afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School turf fields for Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity soccer on HCAM. Tom Nappy on the call, Denise Antaki on camera, and today the 5-1-2 Hopkinton Hillers take on 0-6-1 Millis. It is a TVL clash here at Hopkinton High School. The Hillers are fresh off a nice 3-0 win against Bishop Fien last night, and they are looking to win their second straight game here today against Millis. Prior to last night's victory over Bishop Fien, the Hillers in their 3 games before that had a pair of ties as well as a come from behind loss to Dover Sherborne, but they certainly got back in the win column last night in dominant fashion over a good Bishop Fien team as they took that game 3-0, and they are looking to get another win here today. The Hillers are in the top 32 of the state rankings. The last check, I believe they were ranked 11th in the Division II bracket, with the first MIAA ratings coming out, and they are certainly looking to rack up those wins to keep moving up in those rankings and hopefully get some home playoff games. Of course, they still have to qualify for the postseason, which they are certainly expected to do, but another win here today will just put them another step closer to doing just that. It is a beautiful Tuesday afternoon here today. Temperatures are in the 70s. It's about 75 degrees out right now as the Hillers in their green jerseys. They will be starting with possession, working right to left across your screen for this first half, and we are underway. Actually, looking at the weather app I have here, it is 79 degrees. So a gorgeous afternoon here in early October, as that is sent wide of the net by Millis. Hillers will get to kick it away. That was Caleb Kyle on the shot for Millis. Airing it out is Owen Silva. He makes his second straight start in net for the Hillers. Similar group out there to yesterday starting this game, as we'll have an offsides call. Out there for the Hillers, you got Owen Silva in net. On defense, Sean McCann, Andrew Bilabreski forward, Jack Ionelli forward, Jan Onfelink a forward. Federico Rossi is out there as well. In the midfield, Carlos Henkel and Derek Hatherley. And also Joshua Tomasino Stewart had a nice goal yesterday. He's out there. And Will Bilabreski, as well as Jonathan Graziano for the Hillers. As that is sent over to Henkel. Henkel putting on the moves, and it's swiped away by Millis. Over to the near side it goes, out of play, throwing Hillers. Will Bilabreski takes it, puts it towards the end line. Rossi sends it over. Henkel with a shot, it's just wide. Pressure in these opening minutes by the Hillers. Set to get rid of it, Jack McFarland, the senior goalkeeper for the Millis Mohawks. Millis led by head coach Jason O'Brien. Hillers led by head coach Garrett Sawyer. Along the near side is Onfelink, sends it over. Rossi in the box. Takes it just wide. Well, the Hillers finding openings and getting into the attack zone. Hiller boys soccer took a nice victory last night, and so did girls volleyball. They came up with a good win over Norton. Girls volleyball team looking very strong so far this season. We'll get you the TVL standings in a few moments for boys soccer. Sent up the far side. Tomasino Stewart sends it over, putting on the moves Graziano. Now here comes Millis. Nice steal there by Graziano. Standings in the TVL. TVL large. You got Westwood at 4-2-1. Ashland at 6-1-1. Medfield at 3-4-1. Holliston at 3-3-1. The Hillers now at 5-1-2. Norwood at 0-6-1. Rossi sends it down. Onfalank trying to get into the box. The keeper is out, and he'll collect. TVL Small Dover Sherborne leading the way at 6-1-1. Dedham 4-1-2. Medway 3-2-3. Norton 2-5-1. Bellingham 3-5-1. And Millis 0-6-1. Along the near side, that is Nick Homan. Homan sends it over. And getting it away is McCann as he sends it up midfield. Jack Iannelli losing his balance there. Slippery surface out there. Certainly with all the rain we've had in recent past, it wouldn't surprise me if it's a little more slippery than usual. As the Mohawks looking to find their way into the attack zone. Good stand by the Hiller defenders. Sent back to the keeper. And nicely done by Will Bilabreski as Will Bilo and Jonathan Graziano teamed up to stop Patel from getting into the box. Had a play along the far side, throw in Millis. Hiller throw in. We're listening to Coach Sawyer and assistant coach Dan Collins talk to the team before the game. They said, despite the fact that Millis hasn't won yet, doesn't mean you can take your foot off the gas. And they want to see some intensity by this Hiller team today, as that is sent over to the near side. Into the attack zone, bicycle kick. And we have a whistle as that shot went wide. Offsides call, I believe. It was Federico Rossi, that nice looking shot. Looking to score off the bicycle style boot. There's Rossi now, he'll send it over. Will by Labreski. Now Jan Onfalank trying to track it down into the corner. How to play it goes. Mills ball. Just over 7 minutes into action here in half number one. Sent up by Kyle. Pass over by Hatherley. Sean McCann sends it back to Silva. Silva will switch it over to the near side. Out of play it goes. Charlie Lindbergh takes the throw in for the Mohawks. Towards midfield, here comes the Hillers. Rossi looking for Onfalank. Jan Offelink sends it over. Miscommunication there, it looked like. If you're in town looking for something to do, certainly a beautiful afternoon. Come check out some Hiller soccer action. Along the far side, Ionelli. Or, of course, you can watch it here on HCAM. Graziano sends it over. Sent down by McCann. Andrew by Lebreski. Over to Will. The give and go. Will by Lebreski back towards Onfelink, and it's sent up by Millis. Will Bilo sends it over to the far side. McCann. And knocked out of play. Header by Graziano. Millis responds. Taken away by Ryan Fitzgerald. He sends it up the far side. Out of play it goes. Pair of substitutions for Millis. Brian Barub, the captain, and Nathan Leusler into the game. Back out it goes. Millis will do it again. Pair of headers by the Hillers. Hillers just having some fun moving the ball around. Along the far side, Andrew Bilebreski matched up with Declan Ryan. Here's McCann. He'll move it up. Andrew Bilebreski looking to take it into the corner. A boot towards the box, and it's sent out to the near side. Out of play it goes. Throwing Hillers. Will Bilebreski on the entry. Here's Rossi trying to work the end line. And knocked out of play. Looks like Will Bilebreski going to be aiming for the box with this throw-in. It's a good one in front of the net. And knocked out off of a Hiller. That went off of Ionelli. McFarland will send it away. Along the near side, some nice moves there by Rossi. He'll take a shot. Deflected. Good save there by the keeper. Header by Bilebreski over to Henkel. Graziano. Moves it in front. Rossi, that shot deflected. Hiller's looking for some pressure here. Sent down by Hatherley. Jan Onfelink. He's looking to center it. Went off of a Mohawk and picked up by the keeper. Good boot there by McFarland. Rossi. Sends it over to Graziano. Well, the Hiller defenders keeping a little bit of distance. And that's going to go over the keeper's head, and that is in. What a boot! I believe that was Iannelli. Talk about long distance. And what he meant to do there was a pass. Get it in front of the net, but he'll take it. What a goal by the Hillers. Comes at 26:45 left to go in the first half. That just took a bounce at the exact wrong time in front of McFarland. Went right over his head. That's why if you're the keeper, you don't want to let those bounce because you could have that happen. That's when you want to try to collect out of midair. Throwing for Millis. Will Balabreski moves it up. Here's Rossi. Working the sideline. Driving in. Sent away by the Mohawks. And deflected out of play. Throwing for the Hillers. Balabreski's set to take it. Puts it towards the net, picked up by McFarland. Into Hiller territory. Header by Hatherley. Graziano trying to get it away. Along the near side is Leusler. Leusler looking to work his way in. Out in front, cleared away. Good job there by McCann clearing it away as Ryan Baru was rushing in. Here comes Millis once again, sent up by Ryan. Leusler sends it back to Toledo Mendez. It'll be a throw-in for Millis. Yeah, Mohawks maybe establishing a little pressure here. If Millis wants a chance in this game to hang with the Hillers, they're going to have to be aggressive. When you get those shots, you're just going to have to take them. Hillers able to clear. Off link over to Henkel. Here comes Homan up the far side. Deflected towards the near side. Out of play it goes. Throwing Millis. Charlie Lindbergh on the entry. Header by McCann to get it out of the attack zone. Here comes the Hillers. Sent down by Davin. Rossi closing in. He'll send it over. Oh, offsides. By a step. And Rossi probably should have just took that shot. He looked over, he saw wide open Proventure. But Proventure was a step off sides. Sent up by Davin. Hillers trying to work it back to Millis territory, but it's stolen away by Declan Ryan. Will Balabreski sends it up. Out of play it goes. Rossi. Along the end line. Cleared away. I almost feel like Rossi's hesitating a little too much. I think they should just take that shot and get the pressure going. Out of play. It's going to be a Hiller throw-in. Just under 21 minutes left to go in this first half. A 1-0 Hiller lead. Along the corner, Will Balabreski airs it out. And just misses his target. Looked like he was trying to put that right into the corner of the net. Millis set to get rid of it. McFarland will boot it away. Off of Von Valink, out of play. Balabreski off the throw-in. Homan sends it up. And good steal there by Onfelink. Here's give and go with Lalu. Onfelink crosses it. And a header. Ends up out of play. Farling gets rid of it. It'll be Millis ball. Well, looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field. 18 minutes, 39 seconds left to go here in the first half. It is a 1-0 Hiller lead on H-Camp. Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School turf fields. We are ready to continue on in this first half. A 1-0 Hiller lead. And it was really an unexpected goal by Jack Iannelli, who ended up just getting a great bounce after he put it into the box. That went right over the keeper's head and in at 26:45 left to go. Free kick for Millis. Good steal there by Off-the-Link as he's working against Caleb Kyle. Sent away by Bauschman. Here's Off-the-Link. Deflected, rolls towards the end line and out. Actually, it looks like the new MIA rankings came out today. Hiller Boys Soccer has moved up to the number 8 spot in the Division II bracket. So they're up from 11th in the state to 8th. Header by Declan Ryan. Back and forth we go. And some good back and forth here. Lalu. Sent up by Ryan. Millis looking to break into the attack zone. Hatherley up against Baroob. Sends it to the corner of the box. Looking for the shot there. Well defended by Will Lebreski. Now sent down by Off-the-Link. Now sent back by Millis. Baroob sends it over. Finds Kyle. There's a boot towards the net. And picked up by Silva. There's Charlie Lindbergh on the shot. Airedale, Alu trying to track it down. And out of play it goes. It's a good hustle there by Bilo to try to keep it in. And a play. Hiller throw in. Will Lebreski set to take it. Millis looking to work up the far side. Sent down by Davin. Ended up out of play. Millis going to have the throw in. 14:35 left to go here in this first half. Hillers have controlled possession, but Millis has found ways to get a little pressure. Off-the-Link up to Lalu. Lalu sends it back to Will Lebreski, who's going to put it towards the net, and it's wrapped up by McFarland. Zakharov sends it back. Lebreski. Lalu. Lalu going to set it far side. Could David keep it in? No. Millis looking to work it upfield. To the near side, over to Patel. Will Balabreski getting in the way of that pass. Sent up by Patel in the Hiller territory. Moved over by Sean McCann. Davin sends it down. Here's Lalu. Lalu up top. Shot deflected. Out of play it goes. Throwing Hillers. Will Balabreski set to take it. Sent up by Patel. Into the box. And sent over by Bauschman. Ended up out of play. It'll be Millis ball. Coming into the game. Looks like Andrew Balabreski coming back in. Handful of substitutions by the Hillers. Zakharov moves it over to Noah Can. Sent along the far side. Bauschman moves it up. Now trying to track it down. Along the corner. Sent along the end line and batted out by Millis. Oh, good steal by Iannelli. Takes it. And McFarland wraps it up. Moving it back into Millis territory, Atherley. McCann. Back and forth we go. 10 minutes and counting left to go in this first half. Sent over by Patel. Tabasito Stewart. With it is Homan. Rossi looking for the steal. Well done by Rossi. And that's going to draw a whistle. A holding call against Nick Homan. On the free kick, Derek Hatherley. And pulled down by McFarland. It went off of a Mohawk and got deflected in the air. Good boot there by Silva. And sent out a play, throwing Hillers. Joshua Kim coming into the game for Hopkinton. Give and go between Zakharov and Bilo. Sent over to Kim. He'll move it over. McCann airs it out towards the box, deflected. And McFarland will wrap it up. Well, McFarland was matched up with Rossi. If Rossi started walking away after it was deflected, he might have been able to beat McFarland to it. Iannelli along the far side. Deflected out of play. Well done by Iannelli. Hiller's going to have a corner. Andrew Bilobreski's set to take it. Deflected into the box, and off the top of the net it goes and out. It stays with the Hillers. They'll do it again. This time from the near side. Out in front, header out of play. Off of Zakharov. 6 minutes and counting left to go here in this first half. Remains a 1-0 Hiller lead. Hiller's going to have a throw-in. Sean McCann will take it. That one just getting by Henkel. He would have had a nice shot from the top of the box, but couldn't slow it down. Millis defending the attack zone well, has kept them in this game. And now they're looking for an attack of their own as Kyle moves it over. Chipped into the box. And a good box out by Tomasino Stewart as he slowed down Aiden Ludwig, who's a captain for Millis. Henkel moves it to Zakharov. Now Kim. Over to McCann. Zakharov moves it back. Hatherley. Zakharov up. And here goes Henkel. Noah Can with it. Centers it. Henkel. Rossi looking to close in. Well defended once again by Millis. Hillers Wanted to get a shot off there, but could not. Sent down by Can. Henkel chips it towards Rossi. Rossi takes it. Deflected by McFarland. Good save there. And Kim along the far side, able to... I thought it was out on Millis. Nope, out on the Hillers. I guess Kim couldn't get there in time. Two and a half minutes left to go in this first half. Millis will have another throw-in. And a nice boot by Homan. Silva gets rid of it. And that was just kept in by Rossi, but Millis now on the attack. Silva wraps it up just before Barub could get there. Hatherley. Up to Henkel. Kim. Under 2 minutes left to go in this first half. Jubilo gets in front of it. And now here comes Can. Can moves it up towards Rossi, and he can't get there. Throw in for Millis. Zakharov to Can. Up to Henkel. Can looking to move in. Scoots into the far side. Sent over by McCann. And Millis working it back into Hiller territory, but Hatherley puts a stop to that quickly. And kept in by Bilo, as he has some impressive footwork along the sideline. Looking to get by Lindbergh. Mohawks working it up the far side. McCann catches up with it. McCann matched up with Barub. And that's going to do it for the first half. After one half of play, we have ourselves a good battle going on in this cross-TVL matchup between the Hopkinton Hillers and the Millis Mohawks. It's a 1-0 Hiller lead. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Soccer on HCAM. Welcome back in to the Hopkinton High School turf fields as we are ready for the second half. A 1-0 Hiller lead, and we are underway. The Hillers will work left to right for this second half. Millis team hanging around with the Hillers as they're still searching for a win this season. Hillers will have the entry. So we got the name of a couple call-ups the Hillers had from the JV team for their busy week. As Iannelli gets it over to Rossi. They got Josh Fonseca, who's number 15, who was in the game for part of the first half, and Landon Fitzgibbon, who's wearing number 28 for the Hillers. You might see him into the game at some point as well. As that is sent out of play by Lebreski. McFarland gets rid of it. Well, the Hillers, they did a good job in the possession battle in the first half. Certainly won that overall and had a couple of nice shots. And speaking of shots, that one's going to be wrapped up. Shot from the corner of the box by Onfalake. There's some good saves by McFarland, has helped keep Millis in this game. Some good defense as well in the attack zone for the Mohawks. But they are very much alive in this game if they can find their way to some type of attack. Tomasino Stewart moves it up. By Lebreski, looking for Tomasino Stewart along the sideline, a little too much in front of him. Jack Ryan on the entry. Airs it out. Out of play it goes off of McCann. Hillers have their starters in there to begin this second half. Will Lebreski moves it up to Onfalake. Henkel trying to get there, booted away by Jack Ryan. McCann up the near side. Andrew Lebreski looking to approach. Takes the shot, and it's a beauty! Andrew Lebreski arcs it in. That score comes at 36:52 left to go in the second half. And what a way to get things started in this second half for the Hillers. Andrew Lebreski with a beauty of a shot to make it 2-0. That score comes at 36:52 left to go in the second half. Silva sends it far side. Well, you can see the Hillers came out in the second half aggressive and realizing that they had a number of opportunities in the attack zone and certainly wanted to get another score, give themselves some distance. Andrew Lebreski sends it over. Tomasino Stewart. Here's Hatherley. He'll move it to the far side. Bilo sent up into Millis territory, and back they go. With it is Caleb Kyle along the far side. And sent out of play. Miscommunication there. Off the entry. Rossi. Andrew Lebreski looking for the steal there at the top of the box. Andrew Bilo sends it back. Tomasino Stewart. We'll move it to Silva. The Hillers on Thursday have their third game of the week. They'll be in Bellingham. Moved up by Iannelli. Off of Bilo. Tomasino Stewart. He's looking for Henkel there. Sent down by Millis. McCann sends it over. Here goes Graziano. Looking for Rossi. Rossi was looking for that back pass there. Henkel. Tomasino Stewart will cross it over. Bilo. Will Bilobreski with the footwork. Back to Hatherley. McCann up to Andrew Bilo. Here's Graziano. Towards Henkel into the box. Off of Henkel and deflected out of play. Is Henkel a little shooken up? He might be cramping up there, it looks like. He's back to his feet. About 6.5 minutes into this second half. Hillers leading it 2-0. To the near side, out of play it goes in front of the scores table. Off the entry. Henkel. Rossi moves it over on flank. Back to that's Graziano. Andrew Bilo getting in there and some contact made. It'll go in Millis' favor. Sun's starting to set here at the turf fields. You'll get a good glimpse of that in our camera shot. Unfortunately, not too much we could do. Lake moves it up, out of play it goes. Here's Rossi. Along the far sideline, Hatherley sends it back towards McCann. Silva airs it out. It's been a busy week of Hiller sports already, and it gets even busier over the next few days. We'll have more on that in just a bit. McCann with it. Coming up on HCAM this week, we'll have games for you throughout the rest of the week. Every weekday this week, we've had live Hiller action on HCAM. On Wednesday, tomorrow, field hockey takes on King Philip. A 5:30 start time to that game. And then on Thursday, a double dose of Hiller sports for you. Girls soccer welcomes in Bellingham, 4 p.m. start. And then we'll have Hiller football in their first TVL game of the season as they take on Medfield, 7 p.m. kickoff for Thursday night football. And then on Friday, we have Unified Basketball, who is taking on, I believe it's Norton. It is Norton at 3:45. And also field hockey at 5:30 on Friday as they take on Natick. You can see the full week of Hiller sports on our broadcast schedule page at hcam.tv. Iannelli to Henkel, back to Iannelli. Nice give and go here. Iannelli looking to move in. It's brushed away by Ferreira. "30 minutes and counting left to go in the second half. Hillers will have the throw in. Andrew Bilabreski set to take it. Into the box he goes. Bilo towards the net. And it's put in! Jack Iannelli makes it 3-0. That was a beauty of a cross by Andrew Bilabreski, and Jack Iannelli able to knock it in to give the Hillers a 3-0 lead at 29:33 left to go. Tomasino Stewart moves it over. McCann. Hillers looking to clear. Up the near side, throwing Millis. Jack Ryan takes it. Bilo with the header. Back out it goes. They'll do it again. And good box out there by Ryan. Bilo with the header. Iannelli gets it over to Onfelink. Now along the far side. Will Bilabreski airs it out towards the box. Andrew Bilo crosses it. Onfelink sends it back. Graziano gives it a boot. A little too high there. Substitution for Millis. Caleb Kyle back into the game. Coming in for Fernando Toledo Mendez. Header by Henkel. And offsides Hillers. Lindbergh on the free kick. Airs it out. Along the far side, Will Bilabreski getting in there. Will Bilo trying to sneak through. Iannelli. Henkel. Up to Andrew Bilo. Over to Rossi. And Rossi was trying to get by there. Taken by Kyle. He'll move it up. Look out, ref. McCann tracks it down. Towards the box. Will Bilabreski trying to shake up the Mohawks. Sent up the far side. Here goes Rossi. Looking to close in. And he's going to get called for a push there. Free kick for Millis. Just under 26 minutes left to go in the second half. McFarland airs it out. Baroob. Stolen away. Good steal there by the captain, Will Balabreski. Hinkle gets in there. Here comes Onfelink. Onfelink crosses it. Just misses Iannelli. Andrew Bilo getting in the way of that one. Knocks it out of play. Off the entry. Tomasino Stewart. Sent across by Homan. Bilo back to Onfelink. Onfelink header, Rossi just over the net. Jack Provencher coming into the game for the Hillers. He's coming in for Federico Rossi. Provencher getting a little time at the forward position this game. He had some time at forward in the first half, going to get some more here in the second. And good deflection there by Bilo. Ooh, did it hit a fan? Certainly hope they're okay. They're going to check on the fan. We certainly hope they're okay. 23:56 left to go. Hillers lead it 3-0 on H-Camp. We are back into action here in the second half. Hopefully that fan who caught the deflection is okay. They are checking. They have the trainer over there checking on the fan. Jan Onfelink along the far side. Certainly got to be careful here along those sidelines. And Will Bilo tripped up. He'll go Millis' way. Andrew Balabreski to McCann. Tomasino Stewart. Hatherley moves it back to Silva. Henkel. Along the far sideline now. Jan Onfelink with it. Sends it up. Towards the corner. Shot and knocked out off of McFarland. A good shot there. Hiller's going to have a corner. That was Provencher on the shot. Lights slowly starting to come on here at the turf fields as the sun is setting. Into the box. And just missed Provencher. Tomasino Stewart. Knocked out of play, throwing Hillers. McCann will take it. He goes towards Iannelli. Iannelli to McCann. He'll cross it. Onfelink. Back to Will Bilo, airs it out, and it's off the top of the net. Nearly had it. Certainly had the distance. He was going for that top corner. Just missed it. McFarland gets rid of it. Hillers back on the attack. Here comes Onflink. And we'll get a call here in favor of the Hillers. Hiller is going to have a very nice position on this free kick. Jan Onflink will take it. Will he go straight for the net here? Yes, he will, and it's wrapped up by McFarland. Just under 20 minutes left to go here in the second half. Hillers leading it 3-0. Tomasino Stewart over to Andrew Bilo, who's tripped up. No intention meant there by Caleb Kyle. Just kind of ran into him, trying to get to the ball. Will Bilabreski on the free kick. Airs it out towards the net, pulled down by McFarland. He's going for the 45-yard goal there. It would have actually been more like a 55-yard goal if he was able to hit from there. Out of play it goes. Throwing Millis. Jack Ryan takes it. Good back and forth along the near side. Sent across by Jack Ryan and sent back. Towards Iannelli along the near side. Iannelli looking to work his way in, and he was tripped up a bit, sent out by Millis. Andrew Bilabreski on the throw-in. Gets it out to McCann, and McCann wanted a little more under that one. It was out off of Millis. Hiller's going to have a corner here. And he gets it in on Onflink, crosses it. Tomasino Stewart. Hatherley moves it back. Hiller's going to switch it up to the far side. Deflected out of play off of Declan Ryan. Hiller throwing. Good throwing into the box it goes. Just cleared away in time by a hustling Flavio Ferreira. Throwing for Millis. Andrew Bilabreski gets it over. Tomasino Stewart. He's looking to put on a move there. And Antonio and Antanasi wasn't biting. Andrew Bilo with the header. Back to Graziano. And sent away. Hatherley. To Tomasino Stewart. Hatherley got a little shooken up there as he had a collision with Barub. He is back to his feet and walking well. He'll stay in the game. McCann up to TS, as his teammates call him. Tomasino Stewart. Graziano. Sends it far side. Here's TS. Sends it over to Henkel. Putting on the moves, looking for Iannelli. Crosses it, and deflected. Off of Mohawk. Sent down by Kyle. On the chase down Homan. The Hillers get there first. Will by Lebreski with it. And he's going to get called. A call here. In favor of the Hillers, it'll be a free kick. Yeah, he took a body check before that push off, so that's what the ref got. Certainly the right call there. Will by Lebreski could go straight for the net. He certainly has the leg for it. Top of the box. Will Bilo punches it out of play. Ethan Davin coming back into the game for the Hillers. Will come in for Joshua Tomasino Stewart. Also entering the game, Tim Zakharoff. He'll come in for Jonathan Graziano. $14 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in this game. Hillers leading 3-0. Along the near side, Jack Ryan. Throwing in Hillers. Henkel moves it over. Zakharov. Hillers working it back up. Henkel. Will Bilo gets in there. Ontfelink along the sideline. Back to Ontfelink goes Bilo. And popped out of play off of Lindbergh. Well, they brought Will Bilo to play a little up since the Hillers are winning that possession battle. Bring up even more pressure and keep it in Millis' zone. Millis certainly hasn't showed that they have the speed to keep up with this speedy Hillers team. Sent over by Silva. Henkel. Davin with the header. Iannelli. Moved up by Andrew Bilo. Davin along the end line. Crosses it. Oh, just popped over off of Proventure. Came in a little too hard. All you needed on that one was a little tap. But he came barreling in, and over the net it goes. We're going to have a timeout on the field. 12 minutes, 8 seconds left to go in this game. Hillers lead it 3-0 on H-Camp. A 3-0 lead for the Hillers off the timeout. 12:08 left to go. And it's looking like currently the 8th-seeded Hillers are going to improve to 6-1 and 2. Along the far side and out. Will by Lebreski on the entry. Well, this Hillers team, a lot of new faces this season after losing many seniors last year, but fortunately, he brought up some great talent from the JV level. And this Hiller team expected to do big things throughout the course of this season and hopefully into the postseason. Will by Lebreski on the entry into the box. There's a header by Hatherley. Davin. And to the net, picked up by McFarland. Gets rid of it. Hiller's looking to approach. Throw in for the Hillers. Into the box. Along the far side, Ontfelink sends it back. Will Bilo. McCann moves it up to Garin. Sent over by Bilo and deflected out of play. Into the box and along the end line, out of play. Hillers will do it again, this time from the other side. And we apologize to those of you watching live, having a bit of a technical snafu here. Into the box, header, Zakharov deflected out. Secondary header wrapped up by McFarland. Millis looking to work it up the far side. Sent down towards Giron. Ontfelink trying to break through. And a couple substitutions for Millis. 8:15 and counting. Remaining to go. Here's Henkel. He'll send it over. There's a boot off a defender. Zakharov to Henkel. Sent away off of Davin. Davin takes it up the near side, airs it out, and behind the net it goes. McFarland's set to get rid of it. Closing in. we apologize to those of you watching live. Cutout of the broadcast. Hopefully it'll be good from here on out. But you haven't missed anything. It remains a 3-0 game. 6:17 and counting left to go. Into Hiller territory. Those of you watching live, cutout of the broadcast. Hopefully it'll be good from here on out. Haven't missed anything. Silva rolls it to the near side. Andrew Bilabreski trying to work his way through. Davin over to Henkel. Sent over by Zakharov. Along the far side, Henkel. Over to McCann. Bilabreski sends it over. Zakharov gets it to Noah Can. Coleman trying to work his way up the far side. We've reached the 5-minute mark. 5 minutes left to go in this game. Hiller's expecting to get their 6th win of the season. Working his way up is Proventure. He'll cross it towards Andrew Bilo, and it's just sent away. Taking it upfield, Kyle. Aired out by Atansi. Henkel. Over to Proventure. Proventure rushing up the field. Closing in. Takes it, and it's off the mark. That was a good drive upfield by Proventure. Nice job finding the open space, but the shot just a bit off the mark. McFarland set to get rid of it. Ron trying to sneak through. Throwing Millis. And that's punched out of play by Lindbergh. Bilabreski on the entry, over to Garin. McCann. Nice give and go with Bilo there. Proventure. Oh, he was looking to get it to Davin. A little misstep there. The Hillers were certainly dominant in this second half. I don't believe Millis was even able to get a shot on net up to this point in this half. The first half, they were able to find some space and got some decent pressure going, but this second half, the Hillers really stepped it up. In the game is Josh Fonseca, number 15 for the Hillers. He was a call-up from the JV team. Here's Noah Can coming up the far side. Over to Garin. Proventure closing in. And it's wrapped up by McFarland. Good possession there by the Hillers. Into Hopkinton territory, Will Bilo will let it go out. Throw in Hillers. On the sideline, that's Noah Can, and he ended up dribbling out of play. Header by Bilo. Can. Out of play it goes. Hiller boys will next be on the road in Bellingham this Thursday. We'll be here for the girls' game against Bellingham at 4 p.m. on Thursday. Then we'll have Hiller football versus Medfield that night. Some Thursday night football action. Unfortunately, due to the lack of officials, we're seeing a lot of games throughout the state get moved to Thursday rather than the typical Friday night football game. Some of them would be scheduled for Thursday anyhow, but you're seeing a lot more Thursday games due to the low numbers of available officials. Sean McCann sends it up to Davin. Here's ProVenture. Throwing Hillers, McCann on the entry. Aired out and out of play. It's going to be a corner for the Hillers. Andrew Bilabreski will take it. Airs it out and deflected by the keeper. And that is going to do it. The Hopkinton Hillers going to win their second straight game as they take the victory over the Millis Mohawks by a final score of 3-0. Impressive stuff by the Hillers as they improve to 6-1-2 on the season. Millis falls to 0-7-1. A good win by the Hillers against a feisty Millis team. Millis gave a good effort today and kept it a game throughout, and especially in that first half, was able to put some pressure on the Hillers and get a few shots on net, but this Hillers team just a little bit too much of a force for the Mohawks, and they get the victory here today. The Hillers had one goal in the first half. It was scored by Jack Iannelli at 26:45 left to go. A beauty of a shot. And then in the second half, you had Andrew Bilabreski knock one in at 36:52. And then it was Iannelli once again, assisted by Andrew Bilabreski at 29:33 left to go in the game. And that would be the final score as the Hopkinton Hillers take the victory over the Millis Mohawks by a final score of 3-0. For Denise Santaki on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. This has been Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Soccer on HCAM. As always, we thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.